Yo, if you were to ask someone right now what they want the most in RELL SEAS, there's a 99% chance that they're just going to say that they want the game to feel like One Piece, which I totally agree with, and is the reason why I thought of these ideas. These ideas that I'm going to present to y'all will increase the immersion and One Piece feel of the game tenfold. My first idea involves mounts, but before we even get to that, I think we need to just sit back and really appreciate how good RELL SEAS mounts look. Just look at these mounts though. Like, I don't really think you guys are properly picturing what could happen with this. Like, imagine pulling up in a crew war and your whole squad got Dragon 13 mount equipped. For starters, the Dragon 13 mount itself is probably going to be pretty large, which already adds to intimidation. And since this is a boss drop, people will realize that if your whole crew has this mount, that means you killed the boss multiple times, which must mean you're strong. People will see that and be like, yo, the whole crew got one of those, bruh? And just be terrified instantly. Like, you want to talk about intimidating people with how powerful your character or crew is? Just imagine this, bruh. Now, my second idea for mounts will really add that immersion and camaraderie to the gameplay and really give this game a new dimension when it comes to player interaction. To start off with, I know the cribbos want to make a profit off this game, so there most likely will be ways to buy the mounts at a shop or something. And I respect that, of course, because, you know, get your money, rail bros. But I do think for some mounts, like the Wano deer or the giant crab, they should add a way where you can obtain these mounts by hunting for them in the wild and capturing them. Again, picture this. You and your crewmates or friends are in need of mounts to transport yourselves around easier. And you hear from some players that there's capturable mounts at, let's say, X island. So you make a little raid squad within your crew to go and get these mounts. Y'all have to go to one of the islands that the mounts you're looking for, in this case I'll use the crab mount, the crab mount spawns at, and then you guys gotta go hunt the crab and capture the mount. You'll probably have to hunt the crab down and knock it first before you're using a rope or something to officially capture the mount. RELL SEAS could actually make this harder by adding time limits before the mounts disappear, kinda like tail beasts from Shinobi Life, or the mounts run away and you gotta chase them with your squad. Because like this will just be a fun pastime to do with your game that'll bring you and your crew closer together. Like I said, One Piece immersion, bro. Or if you're a solo kind of guy, then you gotta go sneak around and hide in bushes and stuff like a highway bandit, and then you gotta surprise the mount you want and have to bring it down yourself. I just think that adding this kind of challenge into the game makes it feel more rewarding to get mounts, and adds like an experience you and other players can have together. The next idea is 10 times bigger than the one I just mentioned and can really change RELL SEAS immersion and overall enjoyment 100-fold. I want to talk about the real juicy stuff, which is the devil fruits and the potential they could have in game. So we already saw all the 32 devil fruits that are going to be in the game for us. We got ice, we got gomu, light, etc. Quick is the best, by the way. But actually, I wanted to talk about the effects some of these fruits could have visually that would immerse the player more into the game and really make it feel like you're actually fighting a Magu or light user. For example, the tremor fruit, aka Whitebeard's fruit. We know that Whitebeard in the show with his fruit was a beast. The stuff he was doing at Marineford was straight violations on the Marines, bro. I was just thinking, wouldn't that be sick if you could kinda do what he was doing in RELL SEAS? Let's say that a Quake user is in the middle of a battle at sea and he just decides to start using all his moves like Trevor Punch and stuff. But since he's at sea and fighting in the water, I was thinking like, what if the abilities he uses has an effect on the water they are fighting on? Because obviously if you shake the ground and everything with their moves, then the waves should be affected too. So basically he pops his ult or something, and the side effect is that the water that he is fighting on becomes like big waves that it can shake the ships and knock people off their ship. This just adds a level of immersion into the game that no other One Piece game has. I mean, imagine you're the opponent of the Tremor Fruit user and he's shaking the waves and everything. You're gonna be freaking out because you're gonna be like, damn, I was actually fighting Whitebeard right now. If you add in the fact that I'm pretty sure all fruits are going to be super hard to get, and so when you do fight a devil fruit user, it's already a cool moment. If you combine that with the stuff that he's doing, like pulling the ocean around it and making everything just shake, I think that'll just be a really cool moment to have in the game and really separate it from all the other Roblox Quake fruits. Now, if you made it this far into the video, can you just do me a favor and like and subscribe to this video? It really helps my content. Otherwise, I might just have to jump you in RELL SEAS, not gonna lie. Alright, I got one more idea for y'all, and me personally, I believe that this is not only the most likely to happen, but also easily adds the most immersion into RELL SEAS and gives it that One Piece feel. RELL SEAS needs to add height differences for player characters. What do I mean? I mean that depending on your race, you can be taller than other races. For example, a base fishman in the anime is way taller than the average human. And I think that should apply to RELL SEAS too. Whether it's Skypian, Fishman, or the Giant race, if you happen to get these races, you should have a higher height limit when you're creating your character. It not only is more accurate and adds immersion, it's also just cooler and allows people to make accurate character builds in RELL SEAS from One Piece. Like Arlong builds, for example, in RELL SEAS could actually be tall and around his height, which makes it more realistic to the show. And I know this will definitely be possible because I mean hello, they made a giant Amaru transformation with proper hitboxes and everything. So I'm pretty sure they could do the same by just adding a few extra inches on a certain race's character without the hitboxes being messed up and the combat being all weird. But yeah, that's basically all I have to say today. Make sure to like and subscribe and have a good day. Peace.